If you're thinking about buying a laptop or an iPad Pro in 2026, you need to stop what you're doing and watch this until the very last second. Something massive has just happened. The tech world is reeling because the first official details of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S12 Ultra have finally broken cover, and they are, quite frankly, terrifying for the competition. We aren't just talking about a minor refresh here. Samsung is preparing to launch a device that doesn't just compete with the M5 iPad Pro, it aims to delete it from the conversation entirely. Welcome to TechVibe, where we bring you the future before it even hits the shelves. Today, we are deep diving into a beast that is rumored to feature a no-notch Tandem OLED display, a processor that defies the laws of mobile physics, and a build quality that feels like it was stolen from a NASA lab. If you want to know why this might be the last computer you ever need to buy, you're in the right place. Let's get into the details that Samsung didn't want you to see yet. For years, the iPad has held the crown for raw power, but 2026 is the year the tide officially turns. Our sources inside the supply chain have confirmed that the Galaxy Tab S12 Ultra will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2. Now, I know what you're thinking, another year, another chip. But you need to hear these benchmarks. This 3nm powerhouse isn't just faster than the previous generation, it's specifically optimized for neural decks. This means for the first time, you're going to get desktop-class performance that doesn't throttle after 10 minutes of video editing. We are looking at a tablet that can handle 8K video timelines and complex 3D rendering with the same ease that your current phone handles a text message. And for the multitaskers out there, hold on to your seats. The S12 Ultra is rumored to offer a staggering 24 GB of RAM. That is more memory than most high-end MacBooks currently sitting on Apple Store shelves. But performance is nothing without a canvas to match, and this is where Samsung is truly flexing its muscles. The display on the S12 Ultra is set to be a 14.6-inch Tandem OLED masterpiece. For those who aren't display nerds, Tandem OLED essentially stacks two OLED panels on top of each other. The result? A mind-blowing 2,800 nits of peak brightness and a lifespan that doubles what we've seen in previous tablets. But the real kicker, the thing that will make every iPad user jealous, is the no-notch revolution. Samsung has reportedly perfected the under-display camera technology to the point where the sensors are completely invisible to the naked eye. Imagine a slab of pure, edge-to-edge glass with zero interruptions. No notch, no hole punch, just 14.6 inches of 4K glory. Whether you're a professional colorist or just someone who wants the most immersive Netflix experience on a plane, this is the gold standard. Now, let's talk about the build, because this is where the premium in premium tech really comes into play. Following the design language of their flagship phones, Samsung is moving to a Grade 5 titanium chassis for the S12 Ultra. This isn't just for aesthetics. By using titanium, Samsung has managed to make a device that is structurally stronger than the Tab S11 but significantly lighter. When you're dealing with a tablet this large, weight is everything. You want it to feel like a clipboard, not a brick. The texture is rumored to have a refined, satin matte finish that rejects fingerprints, a small but vital detail for a device you'll be touching all day. Speaking of touching the screen, we have to talk about the S Pen Pro 3. This isn't just a plastic stick anymore. The new S Pen is leaked to have a near-zero latency of just 1.8 milliseconds. To put that in perspective, that is faster than the human brain can perceive lag. It's also getting a new haptic engine built into the barrel. This means when you're drawing on the glass, the pen will vibrate subtly to mimic the texture of paper, graphite, or even a paintbrush. It's these tactile details that separate a toy from a tool. And for the professionals, the S Pen Pro 3 will finally feature a dedicated action button that you can map to specific commands in apps like LumaFusion or Photoshop. It's about making your workflow as seamless as possible. But the biggest shift, the one that actually makes this a laptop killer, is the software. One UI 8.0 is introducing something called HyperDX. We've all used DX before, and while it's good, it's always felt a little mobile. HyperDX changes the game by allowing the S12 Ultra to run a literal hybrid kernel. Rumors suggest that Samsung has worked closely with Microsoft to allow a level of virtualization that lets you run full, uncompromised desktop applications. We aren't talking about mobile versions of apps, we're talking about the real deal. Imagine hooking this up to a monitor and having a windowed environment that feels identical to a high-end PC, then unplugging it and having the world's best media tablet in your hands. Battery life has always been the Achilles heel of powerful tablets, but Samsung is doubling down here too. The S12 Ultra is expected to pack a massive 11,800 mAh battery. Combined with the efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2, we're looking at over 24 hours of continuous video playback. And when you do finally run dry, the new 80W Super Fast Charging 3.0 will get you from 0 to 50% in about 20 minutes. That is a total game changer for digital nomads and students who are constantly on the move in the US and Europe. No more hunting for outlets in the middle of a lecture or a business meeting. So, when can you get your hands on this beast? All signs point to an unpacked event in late 2026, likely following the release cycle we've seen with previous Ultra tablets. In terms of pricing, excellence doesn't come cheap. Expect the base model to start around $1,199 in the US, with the top-tier 2TB storage and 24GB RAM variant pushing closer to $1,800. It's a heavy investment, but when you consider it replaces both your tablet and your laptop, the value proposition starts to make a lot of sense. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S12 Ultra isn't just another gadget, it's a statement of intent. It's Samsung saying they are no longer content with being the best Android tablet, they want to be the best computer, period. From the invisible camera to the titanium frame and the raw, unbridled power of the Snapdragon 8 Elite, this is the pinnacle of mobile engineering. If you've been waiting for a reason to switch from the Apple ecosystem, or if your current tablet is starting to feel sluggish, this is the sign you've been looking for. Thank you for tuning into this exclusive breakdown on TechVibe. We put a lot of work into verifying these leaks to make sure you get the most authentic information possible. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of the Galaxy Tab S12 Ultra, do us a huge favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more exclusive content coming your way, including a head-to-head comparison between this and the upcoming M5 iPad Pro as soon as more data drops. You don't want to miss that. Let us know in the comments, is the no-notch design enough to make you switch? Or are you holding out for something else? We read every single comment, so let's get the conversation started. Until next time, stay ahead of the curve and keep those tech vibes high. We'll see you in the next one.